Hey there. Welcome to Thesis in 3 weeks, day 1. So you've done all your background work and you're ready to go. This is our roadmap for today. So first thing you'll do is review your requirements for your thesis or your research paper, whatever you're working on. Go back through and read all the requirements so that you know what you're supposed to produce, how long it should be in word count or in pages, what timelines you have to adhere to for things like format review, committee review, what length of time people will need to see something, who might need to review it. So make sure that you're intimately familiar with all those details and that you mark your calendar ahead of time. We're going through our 3 weeks here. At the end of your 3 weeks, you will have your manuscript completed. This does not include the timeline to do your presentation or your slide deck for your defense or time for format submission or anything like that. This is just 3 weeks you're writing your thesis. So make sure that you have the requirements in your head, you have the instructions, and that's just the very first thing to do. Kind of sharpen your pencils and get ready to go. Next, you're going to choose your citation manager. I have plenty of videos here on citation managers. You will use one. You must use one. It will be your best friend. So choose whichever one you can have access to and populate it with the references that you already have. So this is a little administrative work, but you're getting your hands dirty, you're rolling up your sleeves here. So you want to make sure that you've got the references you currently have in your citation manager, and then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put your reading notes in a table. So if you've been highlighting, you're going to put down the highlighter and you're going to type some notes for yourself. You're going to be going back to your notes again and again, going back to your resources again and again. Easiest way to do this is open up a document file, make a table, look at my Taking Research Notes video. You can practice in your table using your citation manager, but when you have your notes in a table, you can filter and you can sort, spreadsheets and whiteboard apps, you're going to end up having to retype material that you put into those. So a table works really, really well. If you're old school and you want to use note cards, that's fine too, but it's going to just take extra time to transcribe information. And so when you're putting your notes in a table, you want to add a column that's going to let you categorize your references where you think you're going to use them in your paper. And if you don't know, don't worry about it now. In a couple more days, you will know. So when you put all of your notes in your table, you want to make sure that you keep things fairly short. That's a place where you can highlight. That's a place where you can color code. Just short notes. So hopefully you've got those 12 or 15 references already. Today, before the end of the day, you're going to take notes on 6 to 8 more references. Doesn't matter what type of reference it is, but you're going to take notes on 6 to 8. Skim, review, don't read in depth. You don't want to put yourself to sleep. So just to give you an example that's going to follow us through this whole series, imagine that my research is on the best recipe for a whole chicken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to think about, well, where am I ever going to find that information? And what information am I going to need as background to rationalize why I need to do research on this topic? It happens that I have a whole chicken in the fridge and I need to do something with it. So part of my research is going to be operationalizing, well, what does it mean to be a best recipe? So that's something I'm going to explore in my background writing, but certainly I've got some rationale to say, okay, I can do something with this. It doesn't matter if I want to feed a whole lot of people or fix a fancy dinner and impress somebody. I can do some research on the best recipe for a whole chicken. So the reason I use that as an example is I don't want anybody to try to use this series of videos to as a model to just turn this in for your research paper. So hopefully nobody's doing research on recipes. Anyway, so get to work, get your citation manager set up, know your requirements, reading notes, 6 to 8 more references, and that's going to take you through probably about 4 hours today. So after that, you can call it a day, and we'll see you tomorrow.